have shared a lot about the frameworks today. And when I started, I wanted to make sure we level set what the frameworks were. So I want to bring that back. And I want to wrap up with some intentionality. So I want you to look at the image that's on this screen. It was put there intentionally. Because as you get time to dig into the frameworks, it can be very easy to get down a rabbit hole, if you're anything like me, and get really deep into what you can do with these frameworks, or maybe you're getting into an exercise, or maybe you're getting into something. But it's really important as you're using the frameworks that you bring it back out. And so I want you to really look at this image because it was intentional. So remember that the frameworks are at a high level. So you'll notice in this picture, it's a pretty high level view of this bridge, right? So the frameworks are at a high level, right? We're not deep into a specific program or a specific discipline. They are to complement the policy, not overtake it. They don't replace any of the academic integrity standards. In fact, this helps complement those academic integrity standards in terms of engaging with AI. The purpose of the framework is to reduce ambiguity in leveraging how we use AI in our roles. It is not to increase enforcement, right? Because even in Pari's example, we were talking about AI, but you didn't necessarily have to use an AI tool in that particular example, right? So these frameworks are at a very high level. You'll notice that this is a bridge, right? So we're seeing cars flow back and forth. Well, we see information flow back and forth. So the framework is just that. It's a bridge between using a tool and learning or productivity, right? And so there's some common misconceptions we hear a lot when we're talking about kind of AI or frameworks. So first of all, the framework is not a grading rubric, right? I said in the beginning, you are not expected to know every aspect of every competency within the framework. That's not realistic. So this is not a grading rubric. This is a guiding framework. There is a difference between AI literacy and tool proficiency, right? Someone could use ChatGPT as an example and still not understand AI literacy, and someone could understand the concept of AI literacy and not have a clue how to use the tool effectively, right? And so these frameworks help bridge that gap between literacy and proficiency, right? Because the goal here is you have to have effective use of the tools and especially for our learners, to be relevant in the job market, they have to effectively know how to use some AI tools. And also another misconception we hear is that, oh, you want us to use AI in every assignment. No, actually we don't. We want you to consider the incorporating AI as it is appropriate for learning and advancing skills, right? You'll also notice in this picture that there's some very defined guardrails on that bridge, right? Nobody's going to drive off the edge of that bridge because there's some good guardrails in place. The frameworks are providing those guardrails to help us keep that information, that learning flowing back and forth. So we want to make sure that as we're talking about, you'll notice in the frameworks that we still are going to talk about, just like I did at the beginning of this, do not put your PII. You know, these are important skills that are in there. It does not replace human, it does not replace that human in the loop, right? It does not replace the faculty, the human, the staff in the required learning. Just like Erin showed us, you can't just take the first thing that a tool spits out at you and use it. There may be 700 M-dashes. That may be the wrong direction. It may not be what you wanted it to do. You have to have that human in the loop. And it also allows for some system-wide, in our case, institutional. It allows those policies, those procedures to still apply, but the framework provides the way to do that. So as you're thinking about these, just keep that high level visual in mind, that this is a link, a guarded link between learning and applying what we're learning with AI tools. Now, I'm going to say that, and I'm also going to say, Jamie said this, I know that we've said this a couple times, these frameworks are a living evolution, right? We know that AI tools and workforce expectations change rapidly and constantly. So while we are going to be talking about these frameworks for the next couple months, know that these are living frameworks that are tool agnostic. You will notice we don't say, go put your stuff into ChatGPT, go throw this into Gemini, go throw this into Claude. The frameworks are tool agnostic, but they're living documents. But we need your help with that because we are going to be consistently reviewing and updating the frameworks as practices and expectations change. But as you're using the frameworks, providing us with your input or your feedback is going to be really, really important in this process because we need that feedback to keep that improvement loop going. So know that these tools are going to evolve. Where they started today, similar to AI tools, where we started today, this is where we started. They only get better from here. So your input helps continue to evolve these tools. Similarly, as AI continues to evolve and learn what we need, we are going to be evolving these tools as we apply them within our TBR system. I'm going to throw a little carrot out here to you all because these frameworks are step one in a larger vision that we have. We will be launching another project sometime before the end of this fiscal year. We will be having what we are currently calling TBR AI Fellows. And what those fellows will do, they will be a small subset of faculty and staff and maybe some industry professionals, because we cannot forget industry in this loop. Our industry partners are vital. They will be taking these larger frameworks and creating some discipline-specific guidance that could be used same concept, framework guidance, but being able to create some specific discipline guidance on the adoption of AI, the ethical and effective use of AI. So know that that's coming soon. This is step one in a bigger vision, but also want to tease you with the fact that we are going to have some TBR AI fellows. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that is coming soon in this process. So we have put the link up there. We can again, you can now find the AI Learning Collaborative and all of our resources on the TBR webpage. So if you go to tbr.edu and you look up academic affairs, you can find our AI Learning Collaborative resources. All of those actually link out to our TBR, to our AI Learning Collaboratives Building Minds and Machines resource site, but this is just a quick way, an easier way maybe to find that link than trying to bookmark it. So if you lose it, know that you can go to TBR's website. You can also Google us now. You can Google TBR's AI Learning Collaborative and we will show up. We're really excited about that. So know that those resources are there. As Pari showed you, our AI literacy framework is on there as well. We are here to help you. Our Tech Talks are the second Tuesday of every month. Remember, this is the first in the series. So today was the introduction of the TBR AI frameworks. Next time, we're going to dig a little bit deeper and embedding those frameworks. How do we dig into those TBR AI frameworks and really use them? So we are going to be getting into that. And then as always, if you have questions, you can reach out to us at ailearning@tbr.edu. And Jamie, you have your hand up. You are on mute.
Thank you, Sarah. I just wanted to mention that we do realize with releasing these frameworks, we're probably going to have groups that say, hey, can we do some training on that a little bit deeper? So on our Bridging Minds and Machines, you're going to find our customized training form. So feel free to complete that form. It could be a department, a division, an institution, a group. So just reach out. We got many topics we can tailor training for you. And likewise, we can do more work on these frameworks as they roll out. So just let us know how we can help.
Thank you, Jamie. And if you're on our site, it says customized training request form, and you can pop over there if you have a customized training request form. All right. We are at the top of our time. As always, we will hang out here for a couple minutes and answer any questions. Otherwise, we appreciate you taking time to join us today. We hope you enjoyed the introduction to our TBI AI frameworks. We're looking forward to seeing you back here next month as we dig a little bit deeper. Hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy your day.